Yeah, we are looking at the rules for the undetermined coefficients, okay, for non-homogeneous, okay, and we are looking at this second order differential equations or second order differential equation, whereby you have this, okay, second differential, first differential, okay, with constant coefficients equal to what? F of x. And in this case now, the f of x is not equal to 0. And that's what we call it non-homogeneous. Okay, so the f of x could take various forms. Okay, let's look at those forms. The first case is that if your f of x is a polynomial of degree n, then you must expect what we call the yp to be a polynomial of degree what? Of degree n. So what do you call the yp? For this equation that you have here, y, okay, equal to f of x. Two things is expected of us. We need to get the yp, okay, of this non-homogeneous equation. That's one. Then two, we need to get the yh, which is called the homogeneous equation, and that will be when this equation is equal to 0. We get the homogeneous part of that. Okay. Then now the third one is to get the general solution, which will be equal to what? Yp plus what? Yh. Okay? Yp plus yh. So that will be the general solution for the non-homogeneous, for everything, for this equal to this. So what we are now saying is that if your f of x is polynomial, then your yp will be written in form of what? In form of that polynomial. Okay, and what we mean by that is that imagine your f of x could be quadratic in nature, then your yp also will be written in that form. And that's what we mean by that. Okay, the second case is um, whereby you have your f of x. Your f of x is, uh, is of this form. Your f of x is of this form: a times e to power rx. Okay, it's of that form. If your f of x is of this form, then your yp will be of the same form. If auxiliary root, okay, if the solutions of your homogeneous part, the auxiliary root r1, r2 does not equal to the what? To the one you have here. What I mean by that is that if your auxiliary roots, okay, your r1, your r2 from the homogeneous parts does not equal to the what? To the r you have here, then it will be this. B, if one of your auxiliary roots, okay, one of them equal to this one here, the r here, then you multiply this, your f of x, by what? By x. And then you have what? You have this form. Okay? Then the other one is that if your R1, your R2 are equal, in the case of if we tell that they are equal, R1 is equal to R2. And what we mean by that is that your R1, okay, your R2, both of them equal to the one you have here, the one you have in the exponential form, okay? I mean the one you have in your f of x. So in that case now, you multiply your f of x by what? By x squared. And that will give you this. So your yp will equal to what? Equal to this. Okay. So I have 5 of the rules. I will give 2 now. Then we'll look at questions. We apply that. Then we'll continue with the rules. Okay. So let's see applications based on these 2 rules. Yeah. Look at this question we have here. We are told to find the general solution, where the particular solution is this. Then we have the homogeneous equation as this. Okay, this is very simple. When you are looking for, when you want to get the general solution, is the general solution yg, general solution will be equal to the homogeneous parts plus what? Plus yp. Okay, so that's the general solution. The homogeneous part equal to yp. And then we have the homogeneous part of this second order differential equation, which is already equal to 0. Okay, so what we do is just to get the auxiliary equation. So the auxiliary equation, uh, equation of the above is going to be r squared plus 3r plus 2 equal to 0. So those are the differential. If it's first differential, that will be r. That will be r single r. If it's second differential, that will be r squared. R squared. Okay. If there is no differential, that will be a constant. That will be plus 2. As you have here. Can we differentiate this one? Let's try to check. Okay, this is 2. Factors of 2 is 2 and 1. Okay, so can 2 and 1 give us plus 3? Yes, 2 plus 1. And when you multiply those 2, it will give you back the plus 2. So that will be plus 2 plus 1. So the r is equal to what? Minus 2 or what? Or minus 1. Okay, so the homogeneous equation, will be equal to what? C1 equal to E minus 2x plus what? C2 E minus x. So I've gotten my homogeneous equation. So I can get the general equation. So that will equal to YG equal to YH plus YP. So I know my homogeneous part. My homogeneous part is what? C1 E minus 2x plus C2 E minus x plus YP has been given in the question. That 3 over 2 x minus 9 over 4. So that's the general solution. Okay, to that question. Find the general solution of this. If you check this one, you realize that this is non-homogeneous. It's not equal to 0. Okay, your second order differential equation is not equal to 0. Okay, it's equal to polynomial. Let me say quadratic. Okay, in this form. So this is your f of x. So what we'll do first, the target is also get the homogeneous parts. Let's get the homogeneous parts. That's what we're going to do first. Okay, so for the homogeneous parts, we have what? We have y prime plus x plus 2y equal to 0. Then we can get the auxiliary equation of this, and that will be equal to what? R squared plus 3r plus 2 equal to 0. Previous solution. So this will be equal to what? This will be equal to, I think I've gotten this plus 2 plus 1. So r is equal to what? R is equal to minus 2 or minus 1. We've done that in the previous question. Okay. Then your homogeneous equation, the general solution for the homogeneous part. The general solution for the homogeneous part will now become C1 E minus 2x plus C2 E minus x. Okay, so we need to get the YP to get the particular solution. Okay, so particular solution is what we are going to get now. Then we are going to check now. Okay, this is the first rules we at least that was given in this particular video. That when you have polynomial, okay, and you realize that if none of these auxiliary equation is equal to this. Okay, so this is a polynomial. So what you have to do is quadratic. That means your yp will be equal to what? Will be quadratic. Ax squared plus 1. Okay, ax squared plus bx plus c. Since this is a polynomial, it's quadratic. So your yp also must be of this form. This quadratic. Okay, so that's just like that. Is of power 2, the yp also must have a power 2. Okay, exactly. Actually, there is no constant here, but it doesn't mean, since you just know that this is what? This is a polynomial of degree 2, then we have the same form here. Okay, so what we are going to do now is for us to get the first differential, second differential. So first differential of your yp, get that. Now we got what? 2ax plus what? Plus b. Differentiate this. So 2 go to the front, we have this. Do the second differential, and that will be equal to what? 2a. Yeah, so I've gotten that. So in this method of undetermined coefficient or undetermined coefficients, What you now do now is to now plug in your first differential, your second differential, and your y into this equation. And that will now become, my second differential is what? 2a. My first differential, 3 times, first differential is what? 2ax plus b. That's my fourth differential. Then plus 2 times y. And my y is what? Ax squared plus bx plus c equal to the f of x plus x equal to that. Okay? So with that now, with that, we can now do something here. We can we expand this? This will be 2a plus, this will give me 6ax plus 3b plus 3b plus this one also 2ax squared plus 2bx 2bx then plus what? Plus 2c equal to what? Equal to 3x squared plus x. So let's begin to arrange it. The constant terms, we have 2a. The constant terms plus 3b. Okay, once again for the constants plus 2c. Okay, then for the x plus 6a, 6a plus 2b bracket x, and then plus what? The s square, which is equal to what? The s square, we have only one, as a 2, as a 2a, and that's 2a s square. Okay, so I'm going to start from the equating coefficient of s square, equating the coefficient of x square, and that will be equal to 2a equal to the coefficient of s square on the right hand side is 3. So a is what? A is 3 over 2. I've got to the a now. A is 3 over 2. Okay, then the next thing to do now, we've got in a. Can we also get the coefficient of x? Coefficient of x. That will be equal to what? That's 6a plus 2b equal to 6a plus 2b equal to 6a plus 2b equal to 1, equal to 1. Coefficient of x, that's equal to 1, and that will be equal to 6 into bracket 3 over 2 here plus 2b equal to 1. And this will give me 2a 1, 2a in 6, that's 3, that's 9 plus 2b equal to 1. So 2b equal to what? 1 minus 9, that's minus 8. Then b is what? B is minus 4. So I've gotten my b also. Then I can also get what again? I can get, we've gotten a, we've gotten b, so we need c. We need c, and that will take me to the equating the constant terms. Plus 3b plus 2c equal to 0. There's no constant terms on the right hand side. There's no constant terms here. So it's equal to 0. Okay, so now we 2 into bracket a, 3 over 2 plus 3 over 2 plus 3 into bracket minus 4 plus 2c equal to 0. So this one will cancel. I have 3 here, minus 12 plus 2c equal to 0. So 3 minus 12, that's minus 9 plus 2c equal to 0. So 2c equal to what? 9. C equal to what? 9 over 2. Okay, so that one is also gotten. So with that now, we can quickly now write now our yp. Gotten that our yp is now yp. What's the expression? Is a polynomial. That'll be ax squared. My a is what? My a is 3 over 2, 3 over 2 x squared plus bx. My b is minus 4, so this will change to minus 4x, minus 4x. Then my c plus the constant, 3 over 2. So that is a yp. That's yp. So I just need to get now the general solution for the expression, for the differential equation. So then the general solution will just be equal to the homogeneous part of the inhomogeneous part. I mean the yh plus yp. Already we have a value for this, which is here, which is c1 e minus 2x plus c2 e minus x plus the yp. Just copy that. 3 over 2x squared minus 4x plus 9 over 2. So that's that on this equation, and this correlates, or it conforms to the first rule I first mentioned, that when your f of x is polynomial or is quadratic in form, then your yp will be of that form also. Please check that the first case, one of the first law of the first rules of undetermined coefficients, and that's what we have used for this question. Okay, questions still continue. Join the next video for more questions. Thank you.